with everything being all AI and super digital, we're gonna take a look back of like how we still do so much stuff that's still analog. It's typography by hand, it's photos on film. So I've just kind of left the office as is so I can kind of show you some of the stuff. Let's just get into it, from sketches to actually, oh yeah, I found some awesome Super 8, which I used to shoot a bunch of Super 8, but I found some at an antique store. So we're gonna actually like look at that for the first time from the 50s. So it's all like ranch life stuff from Kalispell, Montana, and Newport, Washington. So we'll go take a look at that. Let's just get into it. I know I have a bunch of stuff in my office. So one thing that I found, we have a bunch of stuff that's in storage, and Mike came across like literally these sketches here. Like this ended up being a can design for a collab we did a few years ago with No Lie. Like you can kind of see like there's our logo, there's No Lies. The process of like, I kind of added some sort of some texture references, you know, tent, fish, bear, I don't know what that says, gun? I don't know what the moon, kayak, wheat, what do we want? Just to kind of get the creativeness. That stuff doesn't happen, even though they're just words, your brain just starts firing way differently. What's cool here is like some of these sketches, like these became, this was a shirt design probably 11 years ago. But you got to see like this here, you know, these are how many different ways, different weights to get, you know, a hand-done script P&W. And I would scan this stuff in, and we still work like this because, you know, some of these pencil first, you know, and sometimes I'm just getting ideas out, but they'll be pencil first before I ink them in. And the reason for that is you can't fake it. You can't fake what like ink on paper looks like. Nothing to do with P&W, but this was a skate park we had in downtown Spokane called UTF for Under the Freeway. We did a skateboard to try to like raise money to keep the skate park so they didn't tear it down. And the city did tear it down. I wanted it to be all very analog done and the place is gritty, it's dirty. So if I would have done everything on the computer, it wouldn't have had the same feel. So, I mean, these sketches literally, these are sketches. Some of these were done like 12, 13 years ago. Like that font doesn't exist. That can only be hand done, you know, and I only needed 3 letters. So then scan this in, trace out in Illustrator. Oh, actually, this is kind of a cool one. This is so here that was, you know, so that's the pencil drawing before it got like inked in. So like this would probably lay, you know, right over top, because then we trace it. That's that process. That typography, this is Spokane, Washington, that doesn't exist. And then here's all the shading, which I don't think I used. I mean, the hand-done type is like, that's literally just a marker. It's like a brush marker, you know? I have to show you one more, man. This stuff is like super nostalgic. But like how many times do we write Northwest? There's no type that's gonna be stacked like that. It's like one way to do it. And it's way harder. It's way harder to do it that way. And then I realized like we still shoot stuff on film. I mean, this is 2 rolls of film I need to get developed right now that I shot this summer. Dude, how about the Griffey, dude? As a junior. This is all stuff that was shot over the last like couple months, but you just can't like fake that stuff. Like there's just a raw grittiness to all the analog stuff. It's so missing from all the digital stuff we do. Dude, and this film is expired by probably like 30 years. Like I want to scan this in, you know, there's only one way to get this texture of like the emulsion packet that's broken, you know, like this edge, like you see this a lot. Like you see this papered broken edge, you see it faked a lot. It's, just want to do it the hard way, I guess. But Carlos, you'll like this. When I was going through, I actually found this summer I was out the lake and we were out some dude's property trying to buy a car, and he brought us into his garage and was showing us all his stuff. You know, it's all out of focus, but the graininess, the scratchiness of it. There you are. So what was this shot? What do you think this was?
This was like our second or third vlog.
What's that, like June, July, August maybe? I don't know.
It's been a while already.
Yeah. So I don't always have a camera on me. When I do, I just like to snap photos because like this isn't going away. That film isn't going away. The digital scan might, but like this, like these prints, if I lose my phone, these are still here. I have some Polaroids that we shot for a shoot a while back. I think they're over here. Oh, actually, check these out. So all these samples came in. This is like round 3 of this chino pant that we've been doing. This thing is gonna be, and I've been testing out the other pairs of these, but it's pretty cool. Like we got a little tiny embroidery hit there, but the material's dope. It's like 3% spandex, so it's got some good stretch to it. These don't come out till like September. They'll be in 4 colorways. So the black, army, gray, khaki, So yeah, even this, like, dude, I just love this. And actually, you know what, this little, the inspiration on that label was, I saw this dude in a canoe on an old flannel, and then this later became a t-shirt design. I'm like, that makes the perfect kind of like outerwear ruggedness of our cut and sew. So it's, you know, Sasquatch in a lumberjack sauna log. Oh, dude, there's some cool stuff back here. We'll look at these in a second. Look at these patches. Like this stuff is, it's just so simple. Typography, you know, on these wooden nickels. I don't know where these stuff came from, but like this real simplistic, timeless design. Having a Polaroid camera. This is just during the shoot, and we'll use these. We'll scan them in. That's like the emulsion that's got caught up on the wheels when you expose it. And like, a lot of these like don't work out. Like, I'd say probably like half, you know. This is funny, that's Kirby. She ended up actually working for us years later. Oh, you know what we have? I have a camera. I'm gonna shoot a photo of you. Let's see. So you can hopefully, fingers crossed it works. So we're indoors, so we'll do 75 speed. So now we just basically got the shutter locked, and then focus. Maybe back up a little bit. Yeah, that's some good light. That's some good light. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so, hear how slow that shutter was? I moved because I thought it clicked. I'm like, so then this is where things can go south. Like, so that has to, you pull this out, that comes off, and then this basically breaks the emulsion. So this pack, so now we give it like 60 seconds. So we'll just start a timer. So we'll just watch that. So this basically takes about a minute, and we'll see. So now basically it broke the emulsion, basically the developer, and then it goes across between these two. So then, and you can see it. So there's photo number 9 of the pack. There's 10 in a pack. So what sucks is like, if this thing goes haywire on like photo 2 or 3, your entire pack is just like worthless. And these things are expensive. And this film has been expired. Like, this is probably 20-year-old film. I bought a bunch of it years ago, and like we still have some. Like, so like you can see, like we still have all these rolls. But I mean, actually we can see like 2003. Yeah, like you can see, like this stuff expired July of 2003. This is like fine wine over here. Dude, the XS70, like this thing is so sharp. Oh,
it's a fast minute.
It was a fast minute, which again, I can't remember like what happens if it cooks too long. Hopefully it doesn't get. So now we should peel it back. Oh, see, so I moved, but so it's a little blurry, obviously. Let me shoot one more. Jeez, that is crazy. I mean, it's almost impossible to hold that still.
25% of a second.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I know. So, boom. So now we're going to keep that thing. Now we'll start it. 1 minute. Oh, well, I did organize all of our swatches for tees and hoodies. This is bags. That's all headwear. You've seen this before, but this comes out in the summer. This one is actually, this was supposed to release for fall, but we just totally forgot about it. And then we were going through some of our samples. We're like, this never made it into the deck. So no, that was supposed to be for spring. All right, let's try this again. And see, it's like I like to see. Dude, I hope this should be sharper. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, sick. Dude.
That's the one.
All right, you got to take that with you. Dude, that's so sick. So, like, even the softness, I mean, it's a plastic lens. So, like...
Oh, that's a plastic lens?
Yeah, this thing's just like... Glass. Yeah, it's just plastic. Oh, so this one is glass. That's why the XS70's so great. But yeah, like... So you can just see, it's like a lot of learning. Yeah, I mean, the softness of it, it's cool.
That's what I look like, guys, in case you never know. Never knew.
Well, let me cover like the glare. There we go. Yeah, so I think Zach might have got everything set up downstairs. All right, so before we do all the projector stuff, I realized I got one more analog thing I want to show you, which is actually super important. Oh, it's quiet over here. Is how I really kind of cut my teeth with design and motion graphics and stuff was filming skateboarding. And I have a bunch of like my mini DV tapes, which I don't even know if kids use those. It's probably all digital now. So I have some, so I don't know how many there are, but it's like years and years of footage. Gosh, analog stuff, let's see. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is These are some screens that you can see how like crude they are. Like when I was in college, I just made these screens myself for my own like clothing company that I screen printed like in my bedroom. I'm glad we kept these. Oh yeah, so dude, what is, oh look at all this. Dude, you know what's probably on this hard drive? Holy crap. That's rad. I'm gonna have to plug that in. Oh yeah, so kids. So this is Portland #1. I'm not sure what is on there. Here's like the tricks that got done. Andrew, Ollie, Showroot, Chris, Nose Blunt, Colton Wallride, Joel and Colton. Like this is 1 hour. You got 1 hour per tape. And what's rad is like you can record over the tapes, but I just knew when I was older. So we're talking, this is like 20 years ago. I'm 38. Yeah, so we're talking like 15, 20 years ago. Like is when, and I never tossed them. Dude, look at, oh my gosh, look at all these tapes. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this throwback. People, kids, I'm just gonna keep saying kids, but dude, Carlos. Dude, you probably don't even look at, oh my gosh. Like, why is this falling apart? Adobe After Effects.
Oh yeah.
7.0. Like, this is the box. Like, doing motion graphics, because I watched, dude, it was Zero New Blood. Do you remember that video? Came out in like 2005? Seeing that 20, I'm like, I want to create those graphics. So like,
that was Chris Cole was on that.
Chris Cole, that's when he tray flipped Wallenberg.
Oh shit, that's right.
I believe it was in New Blood. John Alley had opened it, I know that. Adobe Creative Suite Premium. Oh my gosh. Dude, with the serial number, so you'd have a serial number. So like you can only use it so many times. This is from, looks like 2005, but like when you wanted to like put the Adobe stuff on your computer,
You have to go buy it.
you had to go buy it, and you had to put each individual, it was like an all-day thing. It was like hours and hours. So whenever the cloud goes down, I will install this on my computer.
I remember I bought it. I went to Best Buy to go buy Adobe Premiere or something, and I was like $500.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was super
it was a lot,
expensive.
yeah.
Dude, look at this. My very first business card so I was a production artist. That was, I'm glad I kept this. I wonder if I could still email, if that email's still good. Joel B at the Inlander. So I started as a production artist. That's funny. Then from there, I was still a production artist. And then I went and worked at an agency called 14.4. Clearly still a production artist. Those are my first 2 business cards as a designer. Dang, I didn't know I kept those. I'm glad I kept those. I'm like stoked on myself, man. Dude, this is another one. A disc of film burns and pinholes. So pinholes would be like, I would shoot 35 in these crappy cameras, but the only way to like get the film burns was using film, and then you would just hold on to it. Photos 2004, Hilliard Skate Park, summer 2004.
That's sick though. That's gonna be sick.
Photo shoot, March of 2007. I don't know, it just says Barbour. Film burns and pinholes. Skate 2, like, I don't even know. Like, all these things, man. August 2006, skate video clips. That's funny. Someday
We'll get through all that.
Someday. Pictures and whatnot. Yeah, that helps me. Anyways, that's just more analog stuff. I think that's it. Let's head inside. Let's take a look at this Super 8 and see what we got on it. It's super cold. What is it? It says winter advisor on my phone. What's the temp? Oh my gosh, let me see. What's our temperature? 27 degrees.
27.
Gosh, I like want to know what's in these boxes. Dude, I like your Air Forces. Those are sick.
Oh, thanks, man.
Dude, you want to see a real OG? Look at this.
I need to start putting these into the computer.
Dude, iLife.
Yo, look at
iLife 08. Anybody who was a Mac user? Skate 2.
Skate 2.
Yeah.
This is a soundtrack?
That would be sick.
I don't know.
If it was.
I don't know. So Leighton's about 17 years old, and he's listening to CDs because he thinks they're cool.
I have a walker.
Leighton skateboards. He doesn't think I used to skateboard, but
I seen Joel eat some shit on the menu, right?
there you go. Thanks, Mike. I thought this door was black.
Where does that go?
There's a backup air compressor, so when all hell breaks loose and the main one goes out, we can run a hose and fire into that one. It'll run one press.
Is that a new door, or are you fucking around?
No, I honestly thought, no, it's got to be the same door. I always thought this whole building was black. Why they didn't paint that door, I don't know. That's a bait station. That's where you can just go crank down. We don't know what is on all this, but let me show you. So what's crazy is all of this stuff, like look at this. This is somebody's funeral, 1955 to 1957. How I came across this was up in Newport, Washington. I came across this like earlier in the summer. I was like, gosh, this is like a family's memories. And I'm like, if somebody doesn't buy this, like they're gonna get thrown away. But all these are dated from like the 50s and 60s. That's 1961, February 25th, 1961. Ranch, cows, something making. Christmas 1960. So you think like most people on here, like most of these people are like dead or like super old. So anyways, I came across it again. It was still there. I'm like, all right, I gotta buy this. I gotta see what's on here. There's even like their home address. Like we could look this up if we wanted to. Moose hunt, January 1965, moose hunt. What is that, 60 years ago, like exactly. Somebody's moose hunt. Snow cat something? Snow with no W? I don't know. But like also look, this, like the address is on here. If you want to go to this in Kalispell, Montana, 1345 3rd Avenue East, Kalispell, Montana. That's insane. But like, look at the typeface. I'm like, dude, it's future of bold. It's sick. So, let's see what we got. So we got the lights off. Hopefully the focus is good. Can we just go forward? It's not very sharp though. It's the focus. It's kind of washed out, but let me try to move this back. Dude, look at this. Somebody's baby. It's like somebody's home movies. Probably haven't been seen for, I want to make this bigger, hold on. Dude, we can go so much bigger with this. But like, look at this, Carlos. So like, oh, so like these film burns at the end, like the sprockets. I guess this is somebody's, these people obviously had a convertible. Oh, we're getting to the end. But they obviously had a convertible, so they were, farmers must have made a lot of money. It snapped, it like fully, like there's a bunch of, we're gonna throw this piece of the memories away. Gone. All right, we watched, we gotta get the rest of it off of this spool. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Can you come down here for a second?
This was in there, and I put that in there, and then which automatically fed it onto that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate to like just throw these memes away, but
It's destroying memories.
I know.
Who knows how valuable those really were?
We can get them back.
Could have been like,
We'll re-spool them. There's some empty spools.
Yeah.
I actually feel really bad at it.
Learn something new every day.
All right, so we're going to try to load up another one. The reason we're doing this is we want to find some cool stuff to then use in some of our marketing and some of the branding for one of our collections, as long as it makes sense. Don't worry, family. We know these are your memories, but we will. You know what would be sweet? To digitize this stuff for them
That would be sick.
and like give it to them, because we have their name, we have an address. Let's do it. We'll do a follow-up video of the family crying and being so happy.
Send them a full edit.
Send them a full edit, yeah. Okay, so this is the moose hunt. And how cool is this? Like these people, like they labeled them. Obviously they're just Post-it notes, but like we know what's on here. January 1965. Oh, this guy again, this Ray Trout This is crazy. He must have had a place in Kalispell and then also a place in Newport, because here's a Newport.
It's like not catching in the inside.
When you clip it down now?
Whatever inside is not catching this one.
So it does need to
I got some technical difficulties.
pull this little, see what my thumb is?
Yeah.
Can you pull that back? See, there's a slot to put the film in.
You'd like it should just be an automatic catch.
Yeah, we're game. We're gonna go through all this footage and get it all digitized, and we'll see what comes of it. But obviously, doing analog, it's quite the process.
That's pretty sick.
But we're committed to the craft, so I guess that's it.